Good afternoon, fellow traders. It's Black Coffee Trader coming to you on Wednesday, January the 29th. I think today is Wednesday. Yes, it is. I lose track of time and days so easily. But hey, here we go. Small red day today. Had a bit of a red day yesterday. This actually might show it a little bit better. I didn't do an update yesterday, but this was yesterday right here. No. Here we go. This was yesterday. So I had a nice little green day on the top. I traded the top 6 accounts yesterday and the bottom 8 accounts. I had a fairly large loss on those accounts yesterday, 350-ish, which is bigger than I typically like to go. I just had some unlucky trades, and just maybe not really unlucky so much as just some poor setups, and it cost me. So that was unfortunate. Also, the 940 trade triggered yesterday. No, it did not. Did it trigger? Now I'm confused. I can't recall if the 940 triggered or not. It did. The 940 trade triggered yesterday. Yes, I was not happy with it. I didn't like the entry. I felt like it probably wouldn't work out just because we were at a key level, and I was correct, and I got stopped out for a loss. So that kind of set that day up, which was a bit of a negative. But anyway, just a couple poor trades after that. And then today, I decided to split the account. Since I'm back to 14 funded, I decided to split them 7 and 7 instead of going 8 and 6. And that worked out. I had a winning day on the top 7, or the oldest 7, if you will, and the newest 7. I had another about a $200 per account loss day, which is not bad. That's a very manageable day. But you know, on the week, the older accounts, I'm up about 300 to 400 per account, and on the newer accounts, I'm down about we'll call it 400 to 500 per account. So makes for a red week, down $1,200 this week so far. So anyway, that's kind of the long and the short of that. Let's take a quick look at today. Very much a choppy day. 940 trade did not trigger this morning. I did take a short. We are looking at the green accounts right now. I took a short trade here, just a price action short. I like this drop, and I took a little short there for a win. And then I on this bounce off this key level, I took a long right here on the move up because I had taken a loss earlier on the other accounts. I'll talk about that in a minute, but took a long right there and out for a winner. So that was the 2 trades I took on these accounts, and yeah, that was pretty much it. So the other accounts, there's a bit of a story. This trade right here on the red accounts really kind of set up an unlucky day for me, in my opinion. So I took the short right here. This was not the 940 trade, but I took a short here soon after the open. Again, a bit of a price action short, which is not ideal. I do take some of these trades from time to time, but I did like that trade, took it, and I was just flat out wrong. Am I misspeaking? I can't remember if the 940 triggered today or not. It was the 940. Let me check. Yeah, that was the 940 trade. That was the 940 trade. That triggered this morning, and I simply got wick stopped out of that. Unfortunately, just again, this trade triggered because of the opening candle red, and then this candle being red triggered a short, and I simply got wick stopped out, and then this continued to tank. So unfortunate there, but anyway. Now moving on to this trade, this is the one that I say is the unlucky one. I mean, the mechanicals, 940 being a mechanical trade, it is going to win some days, it's going to lose some days, it is what it is. On this trade right here, we had hit this key level, and I liked this long wick, and I hesitated for a little bit, like a few seconds, and I should have just gotten in right away, and I didn't. And you can see what happened. I got shot in the tick, and then this thing moves. So a bit unlucky, a bit unfortunate, because I would have gotten the full move on this trade. This was a 2 contract long, 2 micros long, and that fill would have resulted in a $100 trade. So at that point, I would have only been down $20, and then this trade here, which was just a price action, you know, looking for a pullback move up there, you know, I was out there with about $22 in profit. So if this trade is a winner, I may not take this trade, but in either case, we're at green on the day or break even on the day after this. And I think that may have changed the outcome of the day. The rest of the day, I took several more trades. I'm not going to go through every one of them, but just some winners, some losers, nothing big in either direction. A little bit unlucky. Took a short here. I was looking for the reversal, which then did happen up here. I was just a little bit too quick. And this was just a bad, you know, mistake on my part, not waiting for a confirmation red trade. Just, you know, I had a wick. This green candle was wicking, and it looked like it was going to fall apart, and it just didn't. So that's on me. A little bit of a short winner here, a long winner there, off the level here. And then this one here is probably the other unlucky trade. These two are both winners. I guess there was only a couple losers, but this one here, this is during FOMC, and you know, we had this move down, kind of push back up, and I really like that. Went long, and this thing again, I got shot in the tick here again, and then it kind of, you know, I could have got out with a nice little profit right here on this wick. Just a little bit unfortunate on that, but you know, when you're trading that type of volatility, that's to be expected. You're going to have that from time to time. That was a 2 contract trade, and I moved my stop down quite a bit, so I took a $100 loss there. That's tough. If I don't take that, I'm getting down to where I've only got a $100 loss day on those accounts. So, you know, go figure. I'm not all that sad about today on these accounts. Obviously, the 940 didn't work this morning, but that's okay. This one, I had the right call, had the right trade. 2 things. Either, I mean, I hesitated, which cost me, and then B, probably had a little bit of a too tight of a stop for that trade, because that really would have worked out. So, but anyway, that's kind of a wrap. That's today. Looking at the big picture on NQ, we have a bit of a green day today. We're still holding above this kind of golden zone, if you will, kind of in this 450 to 550 range. Which was the previous all-time high before this last move up. And so that is something I was just looking for, wanting it to reclaim, hold above for a push higher, which we've kind of done that today. ES, what are we looking at here? ES is a bit of a red day today, also kind of holding above this zone. So anyway, I'm kind of curious to see if we continue to push. It does look like we might continue to push up off of this big sell-off that we had on Monday. So in any case, that's today. I can't really show you TradeZella because I have an issue with the importing these trades. It's showing a couple of the trades still being open, even though they're not open. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I might have to restart and then import that. So I can't really, I mean, I can show you TradeZella, but there's really nothing here. Just so, you know, yesterday, 2,100 in losses. So down a little bit on the week. And then today we had another 900. So anyway, I'll try to have this updated by the time we do the next update video. So gosh, this market's going crazy. I think there's some earnings coming out here or have been coming out here after the market closed, and this thing's pretty volatile, almost more volatile here after close than it was during FOMC. Even though it was quite choppy, there was no big moves. So anyway, that's a wrap. Once again, thank you for hanging out, following along. Thanks, new subscribers, and thank you for using code BCT with Take Profit and Apex. Take Profit still has that deal going on. I think Apex is still at 50% off. I have heard rumblings of possibly having a sale coming along before too long on Apex, so stay tuned for that. But once again, appreciate you all. Hope you had a green day today despite this choppy mess that we had, and keep trading well, and let's continue to work towards payouts. So until next time, take care and so long.